Morning, everybody. How are you all? Oh, let me just get. Well, we're good, I think. In any event, we're going to continue our story about how musicals get built, the secret recipe, and we're going to continue to focus on I Want songs. Let me just say a word or two about the Tonys this weekend. I sent out an email last night. Everybody's asking me about A Strange Loop. I may get a group together to see it. I'm sort of not sure. I have seen it. It's a very in your face musical. And it's the storytelling that is so compelling, I think, and that it talks about new ways to tell someone's story. It's about an obese black gay man who's writing a musical about an obese black gay man who doesn't fit in, about an obese black gay man that doesn't fit in. Well, the language is absolutely uh, uh, pretty disgusting, to be honest. And beside the language, there is a fully clothed but a sex scene that takes place, and the language in the sex scene really could offend an awful lot of people. So if I do it, I want everyone to know I'm taking you because it's a theatrical event, something that's probably going to win the Tonys and go with a, Surgeon General's warning, so to speak. It's very provocative in terms of what what the messaging is in the theater today about life stories and what's driving our storytelling. So it's certainly worth seeing. It's won the Pulitzer Prize. Would I tell you I loved it? I don't know. I found it to be very interesting musical theater. Well, in any event, let's continue our story today of how a musical gets built, and let's start with an I Want song. It's a pretty interesting, and that's from Chicago. All of the characters in Chicago have I Want songs, but I think this character's I Want song is pretty interesting, and this is the actress Bebe Neuwirth.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the keeper of the keys, the countess of the queen, the mistress of the murderer's row, matron Mama Morton.
Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother hen. I love them all, and all of them love me. Because the system works, the system called reciprocity. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do. You do one for mama, she'll do one for you. They say that life is tit for tat, and that's the way I live. So I deserve a lot of tact for what I've got to give. Don't you know that this hand washes that one too? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you.
Look at this, Mama! The Tribune calls me the crime of the year. And the news says, not in memory do we recall so fiendish and horrible a double homicide.
Oh, baby, you can't buy that kind of publicity. You took care of Mama, and Mama took care of you. I talked to Flynn. He set your trial date for March the 5th. March 7th, you'll be acquitted. And March 8th, you know what Mama's gonna do for you? She's gonna start you on a vaudeville tour.
I've been in a lot of vaudeville tours. What kind of dough are we talking about?
Well, I've been talking to the boys at William Morris, and due to your recent sensational activities, I can get you 2,500.
2,500? The most me and Veronica made was 350.
That was before Cicero, before Billy Flynn, and before Mama.
Oh, Mama, I always wanted to play Big Jim Coliseumos. Could you get me that?
Oh, Big Jim's. Oh, well, that's another story. That might take another phone call.
Uh-huh. And how much would that phone call cost?
Oh, Val, you know how I feel about you. You're like family. I'll do it for $50.
$50 for a phone call? You must get a lot of wrong numbers, Mama.
If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu. Spice it up for Mama. She'll get hot for you. When they pass the basket, folks contribute too. You put in for Mama, she'll put out for you. The folks on top no matter are the ones the world adores. So boost me up my ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's all stroke together like a Princeton crew. When you're stroking Mama, Mama's stroking you. So, what's the one conclusion I can bring this number to? When you're good to Mama, Mama's good to
Now that's a different kind of an I Want song, and it certainly introduces the character. I do see a comment in the chats, and I don't have the closed caption on. I'm sorry about that. In any event, let's go to the next I Want song, which is in the musical Evita. Let me just clear this chat. Yeah, BB was pretty incredible, you got to admit. So Evita introduces to Patti LuPone, and there's an interesting I Want song here too.
What's new? Buenos Aires. I'm new. I wanna say I'm just a little stuck on you. You'll be on me too. I get out here, Buenos Aires. Stand back. Fill me up with your heat, with your noise, with your dirt, overdo me. Let me dance to your beat, make it loud, let it hurt, run it through me. Don't hold back, you are certain to impress. Tell the driver this is where I'm staying. Hello, Buenos Aires. Get this, just look at me, dressed up somewhere to go. We'll put on a show. Take me in at the plot, give me speed, give me lights. Out of excess. Tell the singer this is where I'm playing. Stand back, Buenos Aires, because you wanna know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of star quality. Go too far. It's because of the things you are. Beautiful town, I love you. And if I need a moment's rest, give your lover the very best. Real idle down and silence. Once you will meet, you shall have every breath in my body. Put me down for a lifetime of success. Give me credit, I'll find ways of paying. Rio de la Plata, Florida, Corrientes, 9 de Julio. All I want to know. Stand back when it started, because you wanna know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of, just a little touch of, just a little touch of star quality.
Well, that's certainly an I Want song about a girl who wants a different sort of future. Well, another great musical that I just love is the musical Nine. It's based upon a Fellini movie, 8 1/2, about an Italian movie director who's having a terrible midlife crisis, and his whole life is coming down around him. The original production starred Raul Julia, and this was a revival with Antonio Banderas about 20 years ago. When Tommy Tune directed it and took it over, he envisioned it with all women except for this one character, and this is what Guido wants, and you can understand why he's having a problem.
I would like to be here. I would like to be there. I would like to be everywhere at once. I know that's a contradiction in terms, and it's a problem. Especially when my body's clearing 40 as my mind is nearing 10. I can hardly stay up, and I can't get to sleep. And I don't want to wake tomorrow morning at the bottom of some heap. But why take it so seriously? After all, there's nothing at stake here, only me. I want to be young, and I want to be old. I would like to be wise before my time, and yet be foolish and brash and bold. I would like the universe to get down on its knees and say, we know, whatever you please is okay. Even if it's impossible, we'll arrange it. That's all that I want. I am lusting for more. Should I settle for less? I ask you, what's a good thing for if not for taking it to excess? One limitation I the only regret. There is only one of me I've ever met. I would like to have another me to travel along with myself. I would even like to be able to sing a duet with myself. I would like to be here singing along with myself in a song, to be there walking down a lane now. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. That's a contradiction in terms. I like to be here with a counter here, melody in the here. Top of the morning to you, Guido, 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 Guido. Me. I want to be Proust. Or the Marquis de Sade. I would like to be Christ, Muhammad, Buddha, but no have to believe in God. And you know I mean it with all of my heart. Is the end, is something important, that's the start. I want to be young, and I have to be old. What I want is a tale of sound and fury that some idiot went and told. I would like the universe to get down on its knees and say, we know, whatever you please is okay. Even if it's ridiculous, we'll arrange it. So arrange it. No, ladies and gentlemen, I know, yeah, thank you.
Truly one of my very favorite musicals. It says so much. Sunday in the Park with George is another one of my very favorite musicals. The Stephen Sondheim James Lapine musical about the price that artists pay for their craft. After Sondheim and Hal Prince stopped working together, Stephen Sondheim almost gave theater up. He was totally despondent and depressed about the reaction that he and Hal Prince got to Merrily We Roll Along. It was, it was an unjustified, mean spirited reaction from the New York theater community. They were jealous of what they two of them were able to create. So he meets James Lapine in a party, and they keep talking about the pain that artists go through. And James Lapine says, maybe we should write a musical together. And they discover, or they think about the artist George Seurat, who very little was known about him, but he was shunned by the salons in Paris because of his pointillist style. And they construct an entire musical around that. Well, George, the painter in the Sunday in the Park with George, constructs what he wants in this truly dramatic song, Finishing the Hat. It's an incredible tour de force that Mandy Patinkin delivers.
Mademoiselle, you and me, pal. Second bottle, she looks for me. Bonnet flapping, yapping, roof, chicken. Let her look for me to tell me why she left me, as I always knew she would. Reason that they should. But if anybody could, finishing the hat. How you have to finish the hat. How you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat. Mapping out a sky. What you feel like planning a sky. What you feel when voices that come through the window. Sky. And how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the dog or the light. How the kind of woman willing to wait's not the kind that you want to find waiting to return you to the night. Dizzy from the hat, coming from the hat, studying the hat, entering the world of the hat. Reach through the world of the hat like stepping back to look at her face leaves a little space in the way like a window, but to see it's the only way to see. And when the woman that you wanted goes, you can say to yourself, well, I give what I give. But the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out the sky. Finishing a hat, starting on a hat, finishing a hat. Look, I made a hat. Where there never was a hat.
I happen to think of all of the Sondheim characters, George is maybe the hardest. I have to do that song. It is just impossibly difficult. And there's the dog song as well, but Mandy Patinkin certainly did it well at the time. There was a recent production with Jake Gyllenhaal and Annalee Ashford that I think even eclipsed the original. If you're interested in reading, James Lapine just came out with a book about the making of Sunday in the Park with George, and if you're a Sondheim fan, it's certainly worth the read. Meanwhile, Les Miserables has a great number of I Want songs, and this one may be one of the most gut-wrenching from Les Mis in concert.
There was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft, and their words inviting. There was a time when love was blind, and the world was a song, and the song was exciting. There was a time. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high. That love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, when dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your home apart, as they turn your dream to shame. You slept a summer by my side. You filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dream he'll come to me. We will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seemed. I
Beautiful music from Les Mis. The Phantom of the Opera had an I Want song too. Many people would argue about this one. But here the young singer Christine, she's searching for something and she wants someone to love her music and give her the voice that she's searching for.
Things have changed, Ralph.
Hey, Insolent boy, this slave of fashion, basking in your glory. Ignorant fool, this brave young suitor, sharing in my triumph.
Angel, I hear you speak. I listen. Stay by my side, guide me. Angel, my soul was weak. Forgive me, and at last must I.
Flattering child, you shall know me. See why in shadow I hide. Look at your face in the mirror. I am there inside.
Angel of music, guide and guardian, and show me your glory. Angel of music, hide no longer, come to me, strange angel.
I am your angel of music. Come to me, angel of music. I am your angel of music. Come to me, angel of music. Christine!
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the phantom of the opera is there inside my mind.
Sing once again with me a strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the phantom of the opera is there inside your mind.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear.
It's me they hear.
Your spirit
And your voice in one combined. The phantom of the opera is there inside my mind. Inside your mind. Sing. Brought you to the seat of sweet music's throne, to this kingdom where all must pay homage to music. Music. You have come here for one purpose and one alone.
since the moment I first heard you sing. I have needed you with me to serve me, to sing for my music.
Interesting. Into the Woods, also a great Sondheim vehicle, and some of you who are going to the Berkshires with me will be getting to see the star-studded revival of this that's playing for a limited time. We're going to have a heavy-duty Sondheim weekend with Into the Woods and, of course, a little night music, but here we go.
Good day, young lady.
A different sort of I Want
Good day,
song.
Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine, so grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further in the wood. Her house stands on...
Look at tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your
Mother said
time.
straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
But slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plum. What a delectable couple. Part of perfection, one brittle, one supple, one moment, my dear.
Come what may, follow the path and never stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like the fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
Well, we know what the wolf wanted. Miss Saigon also a very controversial musical when it came to the United States because they wanted to use only British actors when American Actors Equity had plenty of actors who could have really taken these roles. It took a year and a half to iron this out in 1990 before Miss Saigon actually opened, but it was a lot of discussion at the time. And here we go with Miss Saigon.
You get to work or you're out of here!
Miss Saigon.
They aren't nice, they're mostly noise. They swear like men, they screw like boys. I know there's nothing in their words, but every time I take one in my arms, it starts moving my mind. He takes me to New York. He gives me dollar bills. Our children laugh all day. I need to watch ice cream. And life is like a dream. The dream I long to find. The movie in my mind. I will not cry, I will not think. I'll do my dance, I'll make them drink. When I make love, it won't be me. And if they hurt me, I'll just close my eyes and see the movie in my mind, the dream that fills my head, a man who will not kill, who'll fight for me instead. He'll keep us safe all day, so no one comes at night to blow the dream away. Dream, the dream I have to find, the movie in my mind. Come on. Don't take it away. A world that's far away, where life is not unkind. The movie in my mind.
Such a haunting song. I mean, what these girls wanted was just to have some peace. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the producers had so many I Want songs. If you're looking for an interesting read right now, I'm reading Mel Brooks' autobiography. It's really terrific, and you get a lot of insight into the productions that he did.
Wow. You know, this week begins live on Broadway, where you get a front row seat to some of the best musicals in town. And today we are focusing on the smash hit, The Producers.
I don't know what just happened here, but let's find out.
It shows us that anything is possible on the Great White Way. Even a mousy accountant can make it big. And here is one of the stars of The Producers, Roger Bart, joined by the cast singing, "I Want to Be a Producer." And I do.
I want to be a producer with a hit show on Broadway. I want to be a producer, lunch at Sardi's every day. I want to be a producer, sport a top hat and a cane. I want to be a producer and drive those chorus girls insane. Until 2:30. I wanna be a producer and say you. Not you. I wanna be a producer, wear a tux on opening night. I wanna be a producer. Like you. I wanna be a producer, show the world just what I got. I'm gonna put on shows that will enthrall them. Read my name in Winchell's column. I wanna be a producer. Look out Broadway, here I
Bart from the Producer's Place.
Grey Gardens was a fabulous musical about a cousin and an aunt of Jackie Kennedy. They lived in a rundown house with 60 cats, barely working plumbing in the Hamptons. And this was made into a documentary. And when looking at it, someone decided, why don't we add a fake first act, a made-up story about how these women got that way. And Christine Ebersol pulled off something amazing. She plays the mother in the first act and the daughter, Edie Beale, in the second act. And this is the mother who's hoping for the engagement of her daughter to the older brother of John F. Kennedy, who died.
Confirmed that her 80-year-old aunt, Mrs. Edith Bouvier Beale, and her adult daughter, Edie, are living in squalid conditions in an East Hampton estate known as Grey Gardens. The house that once played host to Howard Hughes and the Rockefellers is now a refuge for 52 stray cats, a few rabid raccoons, and its 2 reclusive inhabitants, all living in an environment the health department calls unfit for human habitation. Mrs. Onassis described the situation as a private family matter.
I've simply got to get my voice back the way it was when I made this record. You can't, Mother darling. Exactly the way it was when I was 45 years old. Face it, kid, time is a thief. You can't get it back. Yes, I can. My voice is beautifully trained. Can't. And I never strained it ever in my life. I never strained it? No. All that yelling and screaming, what is the matter with you? Ding dongs, frolic in blue and blue and
coming home for the party.
I should say so. He's announcing his daughter's engagement. Wall Street will have to do without him for a day. Mr. Bill thinks making money matters more than a restful family summer by the shore. But unless some act of God divine derails the New York Montauk line, he's arriving on the 5:15.
Then I'll have a car waiting at the station.
Auntie Edith, Auntie Edith. Girls, look at you. Jackie, lovely, and Leo Bright. What have you been... Please, just one song.
Kneeling on tatami, making origami, traveling on a pool-bound feet. Let's try. Let your Auntie Edith finish her rehearsal. Take your silly selves outside.
Finished with the hedge. Chill the dishes, swaz and heat the beer, and wish me luck, 'cause Mr. Bill is arriving on the 5:15. What time is it?
11:30.
Oh, good Lord. 1 o'clock, set the chairs and the tables. 2 o'clock, raise the big white tent. 3 o'clock, Reginaldo does our hair.
That sounds promising.
4 o'clock, hang the Japanese lanterns. 5 o'clock, mix the champagne punch.
Take the inchworm sauce, the peonies.
Big umbrellas for the
The
tangerine.
ambassador and Rose who tore the ground. Like a spread from House and Garden, she expounds.
You read.
Have the piano tuned and moved outdoors by cocktail hour. Mind not yours and restrict yourself to remedy. You cannot be sloshed at 5:15.
Bill residents. Hold, please. Lady from the Hamptons Beach.
Why, hello, Margaret. Yes, darling, 5:30. Well, everyone's simply the 2 Park Avenue, La Creme de Hyannis. Well, the press table's going to be awfully crowded, but if you don't mind sharing a folding chair with Harper's Bazaar. Sing? Me? Heavens, no, it's Edie's day, not mine. Although people can be so insistent, and I hate to disappoint. Twist my arm, blackmail me, and threaten my very life. Who knows, he might get a verse or something. Yes, darling, 5:30. Where were we? 1 o'clock. Take the droopy hydrangea. 2 o'clock. Fill a lotus pond. 3 o'clock. Lock the cat up in its room. 4 o'clock. Glaze the salmon and aspic. 5 o'clock. Crack the crab on ice with the privet pruned and manicured, and my daughter's future well assured. Play Lawrence will be decked out in its crown.
Right out tonight.
Edie will be here with Joe in town.
Here come Kelly Bell's
Like
town.
Norm and Rockwell family, our photo in the Hamptons Beach.
The event of 1941.
A beach glass south and bridge I'm done.
Perhaps I've overspent a bit. The man who's gonna pay for it is arriving on the 5:15.
So the idea of she wanted her daughter to marry Joseph Kennedy Jr., and of course this is made up, but the 2 young girls are Jackie and Lee Bouvier.
Confirmed that her 80
The Book of Mormon had certainly some I want sons. I noticed there's some comments in the chat. Let me just look. Yes, I noticed someone mentioned that Ben Bradley owned the actual garden. Anyway, here we go.
I've always had the hope that on the day I go to heaven, Heavenly Father will shake my hand and say, "You've done an awesome job, Kevin. And now it's our time to go out and set the world's people free. And we can do it together, you and me, but mostly me." You and me, but mostly mostly me are gonna change the world forever. 'Cause I can do most anything, and I can stand next to you and watch. Yes, every hero needs a sidekick, every captain needs a mate. Aye, aye. Every dinner needs a side dish on a slightly smaller plate. And now we're seeing eye to eye. It's so great we can agree. The Heavenly Father has chosen you and me, just mostly me. Something incredible. I'll do something incredible. I wanna be the Mormon who changed all of mankind. Yes, plan. It's something I foreseen. Now that I'm 19, I'll do something incredible that blows God's freaking mind. But as long as we stick together, I stay out of your way. My way. Change the world forever and make tomorrow a later day. But mostly me. We sing about it and do it. How ready and psyched are we? That life is about to change for you, and life is about to change for me, and life is about to change for you and me. But me mostly. And there's no limit to what we can do, me and you. But mostly me.
Kinky Boots also had an I Want song. Remember, it's the story of a shoe company that's going out of business, written by Harvey Fierstein and Cyndi Lauper with the music. And it tells a story of a drag queen who's looking to be accepted and how he's looking to do it.
Practical, pragmatical, steadfast and sturdy, sturdy too. If you stroll or saunter and will walk, jog, hop or run, the prudent shoe for you to choose is Price and Son.
You might think beauty comes in spring and sparrow, or when the sunrise hits the morning dew. But if you walk the straight and narrow, you'll find the elegance and comfort is a... Do you know what the most beautiful thing in the world is, Charlie?
A shoe?
Well, we're now going to get to the I Want song of all I Want songs from Hamilton, where Alexander Hamilton tells us to end a class on I Want songs. So I don't know if anybody has any questions for me. I do have one room left for the New York trip, October 1st and 2nd. If anybody's interested in that, I still have the one room and two seats. So if anybody's interested, let me know. And I'm certainly willing to have questions if anybody wants to ask anything. I just think I've unmuted. You can unmute yourselves. Anybody have anything you want to share or ask or?
Steve?
Yes, go ahead.
This is Tony.
Hi, yes.
I know that Six is playing at the National. And of
Correct.
course, I'd like to go to an August 6th matinee. And I wondered whether you can plan anything for a trip to the National to see Six
I have
and maybe
reached out-
include an early dinner.
I have reached out to the National Group Sales Office and I've yet to get a response. You're not the first person to ask. I've reached out 3 times without any success. So what can I tell you? I can't seem to get anything out of them.
Is it selling out down there?
I have no idea. I really don't know. I mean, I think, it's popular and I think people want to go see it. But I think you're going to have to be on your own for that one.
Thank you.
Sure. Anybody have anything else you'd like to know? Well, I hope you all enjoy watching the Tonys on Sunday night. That's always an interesting experience. I have this feeling a Strange Loop is going to win everything. As I said, it is a very odd piece. It may not be for everyone, but the fact that it's cutting edge and about a black gay man, I mean, that's sort of where the world is right now and the things we wish to award. So, in any event, I hope you all enjoyed this morning. I'll see you all soon, I hope live. And I'll keep. Oh, let me say a word about next week. I'm going to try to broadcast live. I will be on a ship, assuming that the internet is good. I'll be able to do it. I won't know until I get there. If I find out there's trouble with the internet and broadcasting, I'll let you all know, and I'll send you a clip of something to watch. Take care, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye, I hope.
Bye.
Bye-bye.